guys, this is Rob. I am building a Mon Calamari Cruiser from Return of the Jedi, and it's a 1:2:256 scale. It's in scale with this thing, this monstrosity, the Star Destroyer. So that's pretty cool. I got the kit from eBay. I'm going to do some close-ups of the close-up video of the parts because they're so nice. I mean, this is next to the Star Destroyer, this is the nicest resin kit that I've seen yet. The parts have little to no flash on them. There's a couple of pieces here and there that have to be cleaned up, but it's really nice. It should turn into a really nice model. It's about 20 or 21 inches long, so it's pretty big. I'm going to I'll probably video as much as possible of this as I go along, and I'm probably going to start this soon. I'm dying to start it. I just have to finish this thing first. The cool thing about this ship is if you blink you'll miss it in the movies. It's really not in many scenes. It's hard to kind of see how the ship looks on screen because it's only in literally the video that I showed in the intro. That's all I could find of the ship. There might be shots of it in the background during the Battle of Endor, but it doesn't last very long. So it's hard to get some good reference pictures of it. There's a lot of pictures online of people built it. There's a lot of pictures of ships that they've done of this particular class, and they do a really nice job on the paint. And it's kind of funny how these ships work with these movies, because I don't know how these guys that design these ships think of this stuff. So the Mon Calamari, I mean, I had to look this up. So they're from the planet Mon Cala. They're an amphibious species, and their primary colors of their skin tone is red, dark red, green, browns, grays. So they took that and they applied that to the ship. So all of the Mon Calamari ships are all kind of really cool looking ships. They're more like a camouflage of different colors. This one has like a bunch of spots of red, and there's some gray in there. The base color is some sort of a grayish. I have to kind of really think about the paint job because it's going to make or break this kit, I think. And I can't wait to do it. I just have to put the thing together. So there's about 20, I don't know, roughly 20 some parts that are the major parts, and then there's small parts that are included. Not too many. There's only maybe a couple dozen smaller parts that go on the model. The instructions with these kits are, again, minimal, so I'll have to figure it out by the pictures. And I wish I had better reference pictures to know exactly where all the parts go, but I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard. So what I'll do is I'll get a close-up of all the parts and stuff, and then I'll go into the build and kind of bring you along as I go, just to see if, you know, if you want to build it, at least you can see how I did it. Whether I succeed or fail has to be determined, but should be fun, and I'm looking forward to building this thing. So I'll get a close-up of the parts and we can take a look. Okay, so here's the instructions that I got with the kit. This is page 1, which is basically just the colors. And there's minimal direction on that. So there's the bottom and the top of the ship. And the actual build instructions, there they are. That's it. So they labeled the parts, and you get an overall view of the ship. Oh yeah. One of the coolest things about this is I got 2 bonus ships with it. This is really cool. This is a little Rebel transport. And this is a little Millennium Falcon. Now, if this is the same scale, I just thought about this. If this is the same scale as the Star Destroyer, then the Millennium Falcon should be the same scale actually, let me try something. Maybe it was sitting on the back of the... Yeah, I guess that's about right. I can't put it all the way against because I've got fiber optics sticking out. Yeah, it looks about the same size. Huh, that's pretty funny. So it's cool, there's a lot of detail on this thing, if the stupid camera would focus. I mean, for that small, it's pretty cool. I'll make this thing look, I'll make it look good. Incorporate it into the display somehow, right? Not letting these little ships go to waste. So, like I said, there's not that many parts to this thing. So this is like the major hull piece. And you can see on the hull plating all of the panel lines on this thing. And all of the little rounded parts kind of stick out. All the panel lines are all recessed. Because that's really important, because you really need to see those. So I have to make sure that they stand out. Yeah, really happy with the quality of this thing. I mean, there's like no flash on this. Very clean casting of this thing. Sometimes I get these things and I can't believe how bad they are. But this one is really nice. And I guess the better quality of the kit, the better your end product's going to be, right? In theory. Here's the wings. So you have the top and bottom of each wing. Then I'm guessing these are all sections that get added to the ship. Again, all well done. Then there's some engine pieces. The trick to this is going to be lighting it. So there's more engines and some assorted really small parts that look like engine. They're engine grills that I'm not going to use. There's a lot of detail on these things. It really, really matters with this small detail too. I mean, even the pipes and the stuff at all, you'll see all that stuff. Yeah, so it has quite a few engines. I'm looking at least 6, actually 8. So that's 4, and then there's 4 more in here, so 8 engines. So what I'm going to do with the hull pieces is I'm going to dry fit everything, and then I'm going to figure out where I want to put all the lighting in the ship itself, because this is going to have a good amount of fiber optics in it. I'm going to put a lot of lighting on this thing. And I got my technique down pretty much from doing all this stuff. This should be easy. Still going to take a lot of time. Not just because of the drilling holes and running the fiber, it's going to be figuring out where how much room I'm going to have in this thing to store all of the power for the LEDs and for the fiber. So I'll figure that out as I go. I'm going to have to dry fit it and you know, see what it looks like. It should be about 20 some inches long. Then I got to figure out how I'm going to mount it and what I'm going to put it on. So here's another piece. I mean, look at that. Really cool. Here's another engine. So that's 9. Alright guys, I'll come back when I have some progress on this thing and be a little more interesting.